This is Sue with Pottery, making bacon cookers today. We already put up a video of how to use them. You might want to check that out. Otherwise, let's get started throwing. Alright, so I have 2 3/4 pounds of clay. And let me clean off my bat. And here we go. Slap it down, make sure it sticks to your bat. And let's start centering. I have my elbows anchored to my legs, and I'm cupping the clay to get it centered. I think I'm going to come up one more time, just to make sure we got it the way I like it, and down. I don't like to leave excess clay on the edge here of the bat. I like to have a nice clean bat. Okay, so this has right here established the width of the base of the piece I'm throwing. So right there is how wide my piece will be at the bottom. So this is a 2-rimmed piece. So I'm going to split the clay. And this section here I just took down, that's going to end up being the outer rim. And now I'm going down in the center and over across, and I'm establishing the thickness of the base right now. I like it to be about 1/4 inch. And so let me work at flattening this out and getting it the thickness I want. Okay. We will work on that a little bit more after my first pull. Okay, here we go. We're going to pull up the clay. So I keep this clay, or this cylinder, from flaring out. I keep it in like this. I don't want to throw the walls out like that because it's hard once the wheel's going around and around. The higher you go, it just keeps wanting to flare out. So if I keep it in like this until I'm at the final stage of refining it, I'll be in good shape. Alright, I'm going to work on this bottom a little bit more. Smoothing it out, getting it the thickness I want. Okay, got a little chunk of clay in there. Pull that out, collar the top out. Okay, let's go for a second pull. Here we go. And up it comes. And compress on top. Compress, when I say compress, I mean I push down just a little bit on the top. I'm going to clean out the water. Okay. Fix the bottom again. Just make sure it's how I like it. Alright. One more pull. I don't know if you noticed what I did there. I widened out my cylinder at the base. I pushed it out a little bit because I want the cylinder to be a little wider than what I originally had it. Alright. So, things to consider, and I talked about this when I threw our soup and crackers that was also a 2-rimmed piece. This area right in here, clear at the bottom, is easy to leave that heavy, and you don't want to do that because if you do, it is going to want to crack there, and so you're going to be battling cracking. So make sure that here at the bottom you don't get it too thin, but you surely heck don't leave it heavy. And what I'm doing now is I'm just straightening up my cylinder against this mud tool that I have, that I use and keep in my bucket, and that helped straighten it up a little bit. So there we go. It also knocks the ridges off the outside somewhat. Okay, I'm going to get the water out of the bottom. And my cylinder is pretty much the way I want it. Now, a lot of folks will finish this piece up and cut the hole like tomorrow or the following day when you put your handle on. But I've learned it's actually easier to get my tool in there and get this hole cut in here before I actually take it off the wheel. And what I'm talking about is there's a hole right here and here that lets the grease go from the in part of the cylinder to the exterior here. and it's so you can pour all your grease out. So that's the hole I'm cutting. All right, so I have this handy dandy little cutting tool. It's a commercial tool I bought many years ago. And I'm just going to cut this hole in here right now. And so I'm doing it gently. Take out the excess clay from the hole, and then I create a transition right in here. And then we're going to clean up all those rough edges now, so I don't have to do it when I put the handle on. It's already going to be nice and clean and smooth, and I'm taking care of that right now. Alright, so the hole's done. Let's finish off this outer rim. And I'm just going to pull it up a couple of times. There we go. I like a nice deep space right in there. A nice tall rim, because when I use my bacon cooker, I'll do 8 pieces of bacon on this, and then I'll take the bacon off and I won't even pour the grease out. I'll stick the next 8 pieces of bacon on there and put it back in the microwave and microwave a whole package at one time without emptying it out. So it's just nice to have a really nice tall rim, because I can make a lot of bacon on here without having to clean it out. Okay, so there we go. We've got our 2 rims, we have our hole. All that's left for today is getting our spout on here. So I do this too while it's on the wheel. So I'm taking my finger like this and I'm going back and forth right here in front of where I cut that hole. There we go. And I'm just trying to make it look symmetrical. So I'm going to take a minute to make sure it looks that way, and then I push it up a little bit. Okay, let's cut off our bacon cooker. And we have about 995 more of these to make this year. So this is a really popular little item. We sell a bunch of them, and I'm just making them all year long. So here is that bacon cooker. It's going to get its handle in a couple of days once it's stiff enough to handle. So this is the finished product. This is it in raw clay. You can see how much it actually shrinks between the time I throw it and the final product. Alright, I'm going to set this aside with other ones. If you enjoyed this video, there are plenty other videos we have showing how to throw the different pieces that we make and sell. So I hope you'll enjoy those. Please visit us at salvaterrapottery.com or visit our YouTube channel, or we also put a lot of information up on Instagram. So I appreciate you stopping in. This was Sue. We will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.